This is the story, and I'm Prophet Leon, your host. So today we'll be interviewing Blessing Zachary, who will be sharing her experience generally in life from study to NYC, even from her diploma to direct entry to her first or second year in university, graduating, and life thereafter. So she'll be sharing her complete story with us. So, Blessing, you are welcome to this story.
Thank you, sir.
Blessing, you currently live in Nigeria and you attended the College of Agriculture, Ishagu in Ebonyi State, where you studied agricultural technology and you obtained your national diploma in 2015 with upper credit, which is equivalent to 2-1 if you have attended the university. So why agriculture seems a little bit weird to lot of persons? Was this your choice, or was this a career path you wanted, agriculture, or something else, or was it the university that perhaps gave you agriculture?
Okay, thank you for the question. Actually, I have a passion for agriculture, and that was what I applied for, and I was given the opportunity to study with agriculture to the world. I love it.
Wow, that's what are you serious? Like, what is really fascinating about agriculture? Because to a lot of persons, trust me, it sounds a little bit weird. Agriculture, some persons perhaps want to become a lawyer, an engineer, a doctor. Agriculture. What interests you about that field?
Growing up as a child, I had this passion. When it comes, we have two sides of when it comes to agriculture. We have the crop and we have the livestock. I have this passion for livestock, and so far as I was growing up as a child, I would always tell my parents, I want to be the minister of agriculture. Basically, aside of livestock, I so much love livestock. I take them as if they are humans. I understand them. I communicate with them freely. I enjoy their company. So it's like a passion. I love it. So that was the main reason I had to focus on agriculture. Though I know so many persons never agreed with me when I told them that I wanted to do agriculture as a study. They refused. I know that period I had a suitor then. He had to leave me because of he never loved the choice, my course of study. He said it must be nursing, but I said no, agriculture. So we have to dissolve everything called marriage there just because of agriculture is a passion.
This is really interesting. Trust me, you must have loved this so much to have sacrificed something as valuable as a suitor for the profession. Trust me, man, is respect for you. I really love it when persons chase their passion. Like when it comes to your dream, you just have to chase it against all odds. No matter what you have to sacrifice for it, just chase your passion. That's the truth. I love when people chase their passion. And at the end of your national diploma, which is popularly refers to as ND in 2015, you opted for a direct entry
Yes, sir.
to university to start from year two. And you got there as well. That was precisely Michael Okpara University of Agriculture. Again, you left College of Agriculture to University of Agriculture, where you this time around you studied animal breeding and physiology, right?
Yes.
Agricultural technology and animal breeding and physiology, what really is their relationship? Why did you continue from agricultural technology, which you've already had in your ND?
It's a versatile course. We have some sub courses under it. As in when you come under it, we have the horticulture, we have the fishery, we have the livestock, we have so many pests. So it's still related because my passion is very close to the livestock side. When you're asking me now the relationship between this agriculture technology and the course of my study, that's animal breeding and physiology. Okay, let's say agriculture technology. We already know is the use of technology just to improve efficiency, profits, gives your time, as in, then when you relate it down to animal science, to animal breeding, that's the technology will help you in the animal feed to improve the efficiency of the animal, the feeding habits, just like I will have the automated feeding system, automated drinkers. This is through technology, and we are not doing that our grandmama and olden days something now. we are bringing it up. Everything now is automated, and you see efficiency there. The thing you will do in, let me say, you're using a manual system, what you will do for 1 hour, you see technology doing it for you within 10 minutes, you're done. And you see getting your profits higher than the manual one.
Okay, that's clear now. Now, you faced a very serious challenge during this your transition from polytechnic to university. Now, like someone who had a 2-1, which equivalent to a 2-1 for university. Now,
Yeah.
when you got to university, your year two, your CGPA in your year two was as low as 1.9. What went wrong?
During my time in the early days, during my when I was in the polytechnic, I'm a kind of person I don't love reading. I have these special gifts. Once I'm in the lecture room, once I'm around present, whatever the lecturer taught for the day, I've already it's already in my brain. I don't need to revise. I don't need to read, and it has been helping me. I don't like missing lectures, so it has been helping me both in my text and my exam. I was not brought up that way of reading during my ND days, so I used that system down to my PXC. So when I got direct entry into the university, so though actually when I got the admission, I didn't start on time with them due to some physical challenges, some barrier. I never knew that I was granted admission to year two automatically. Someone misleaded me from the admin block that I will start from year one. So I did most of the academic session with year one. So when I got to notice was when I went to the department to do screening, and I noticed that my name wasn't in the list of year one. It was in year two, of which it is already 1 week, free week, that's revision week before exam. So I wasn't able to meet up. I don't know what to, and I think that I am still going to use that my initiative I do during my ND to pass, not knowing that level past level. As in, the school was so frustrating. You got to read, you got to read, you must learn how to read. Ah, I went through the course rep helped me. We went to see some of the lecturers. You know, some of these lecturers are like, if you don't do my assessment, you have no test, you have no assignment, forget it. So I had no assessment with them. And when I wrote the exam, I saw myself coming out with the worst results so far. So far. Since as a child, I have been opportunity to always be among the best right from primary to secondary school. As in this was the worst result so far I've ever experienced, and it was like, yeah, give up. And it was so mad. I had to call home, tell them, no way, I'm not continuing. It's better I go and learn business or start up something doing than continue, because the result was not encouraging at all. I was crying when I saw it, and adding to my injury when I went to see the results, because my department is the kind of department we don't paste our results. You go to your course advisor and she will show you on the system. So getting to her, she add more salt to my injury, as in she lashed me that we are not serious. We are here to do campus couple. We are here to date. We are not even knowing my predicament. As in, I feel like committing suicide that period. So I had to call. Thank God for my supervisor, Dr. Gemma, during my ND. I had to call him and I told him everything. He told me, blessing. I believe in you. You can do it. This will make you more stronger. Don't give up. I encouraged myself and I keep it up. I keep on going. And definitely, there was light at the end of the tunnel.
That's fantastic. Now, at the end of the day, what did you finally graduate with in your
Yeah,
BSc?
I graduated with 2-1 from 1.96. Even when I went to meet my course advisor, then I told her, can you compare and contrast now? As in, my supervisor then was so happy, she was so excited. Imagine me in 400 level, I was having 4.8 something. My GP then was 4.8 because I now made the classroom my bedroom. I was there, I sacrificed my time. That period, they were calling me hyper, 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 not knowing that I was trying to close up some gap. They don't understand. They will see you now as serious students. They'll be hailing you, thinking that you are among those people, come not knowing that you're lacking behind. So I sacrificed my time, morning and night. I sleep. I was holding my departmental the hall. I was holding the key because I do stay there all throughout the night. I was burning my midnight candle. Even though I have to learn. In short, Michael Opera taught me how to read because reading was not one of my hobbies. but I had to made it my hobby and my time. I had to sacrifice. Though my life during my university days, my life in school was a triangular one. I don't have time for social activities. From my lodge to the classroom, from the classroom to church. Sometimes from church to back to the classroom. I won't go back to my lodge just to meet up. And I'm so excited that I was able. I was able. Not minding anything, just sacrifice something. That sacrifice will definitely pay. It will pay. I was focused. I was focused. I was like, I am not because I don't know the shame I will use and come back home and tell my parents that imagine me, I graduated with pass. Imagine. Okay, if others say they graduated with pass because they were the people sponsoring themselves or catering for themselves, me myself that was giving all I needed. So which excuse am I going to give? So I have to make mama proud. I have to sacrifice a lot of things just to come out. Some persons are like, some people were like, does it count? And this is not the our first class graduate that are busy in the motor park, all those things. No, there's something people don't know. Another thing is to, as in your course of study, another thing is to know it theoretically, and another thing is to know it practically. Some persons are only there, most of the university, they only teach you the theoretical aspects. They are not after the practical aspects. Though I was trained practically in my field of study during my ND days. And due to the passion I have, at my leisure time, I will walk down to the farm to see some little things they were doing just to add because of my passion. So when I came into the university, they were shocked. Even sometimes when we go for practical, you see me as in performing excellent, as in they'll be asking me, Blessing, have you worked in the farm before? Have you? Even those that did direct entry with me, they didn't have the knowledge practically the one I have. So definitely, those people are saying school has come. By the way, your grade doesn't count. So good and fine. Let me tell you, once you know what you're doing and the purpose of you studying that course, there you must survive. If you start up something out of that course you study, definitely you will survive. It's only lazy ones that will tell you school na scam. It's only lazy ones that will tell you that your 2-1, that your first class doesn't count, except you have Father Abraham. No, I am still proud of this my passion because it was this passion, this my course of study that paid me the highest salary so far I've received as an adult. It's still because of the practical aspect of it. And many of the places I've gotten job is through referral because of I've done something, one or two for them, and they saw it and they referred me. So just know the practical aspect of your course, and there you will succeed in life once the
That
capital
that
is
that
here to start
that's
up something.
that's super fantastic, blessing. Like I'm really thrilled. I remember my days in university. Then there's always a common saying, "Now who read book?" Okay, let me use English. Those that read are the serious one. Those that pass are the intelligent ones. It's always a slogan. Now who read book serious? Now who pass nine no book? Now after your university, you have to do your compulsory national youth service, and fortunately it happened to be in a farm where you
Yes.
served, and you were retained or perhaps asked to continue your work after your service. What was the experience like there, and why do you have to leave at a point?
Actually, not that I was retained. I got the job before youth service. So I got the job immediately after my final year. I was not done with my clearance. We were selected few from one of the professor in the department. So he recommended us to one of the farm. So we got the job. So that was where I was. I was processing for my youth service. Due to my performance, the owner of the farm decided to work it down to her farm because she said she don't want to lose me. So I have to stay there. And that was what I used to make up my CV. I stayed there and I worked 2 years with them. So I served and I worked there. My experience there was so wonderful because I learned so many things from them because I was opportunity to work under an Indian. So when I came, the person heading the farm there was an Egyptian. So before the man left and an Indian came in. So I was trained. These white people, they also have passion when it comes to livestock. They have passion more than we Nigerians. We see them as nothing. So I was opportunity to be trained under the man. And the health aspects of animal. The man brushed me up so well that even I can do my postmortem. I can tell you what is wrong with the animal. I learned so much things, as in with the clinical signs and with the symptoms I'm seeing. I can tell you this is the disease affecting this bird, and I can prescribe drug. As in the few time I worked with him, it helped me. Oh. Even when I worked in another farm, through the experience I got from him, it really helped. So even it was even in that organization I served. That is where I learned how to do AI, artificial insemination. When I was taught about AI during my university days, it was sounding as if I don't understand. From this year, when it enter, it will go out from this year because I don't understand. There are more about theoretical aspects. Who have the machinery to come and show you practical aspect of it? No. Though the lecturer then was using video to teach us in a Zoom class, but still, I didn't understand until I get there. And God, the fun was short. It's worth it. My experience there worth it. Even the pens, it's worth it. Though it got to a point, the challenges was not up to here because I was having so much responsibility. I have junior ones I have to assist in school, and parents you have to cater for. Then you see them owing your salary up to 4 months and they have not paid. So I tried to endure the pain, but it wasn't that easy. So that was the reason I have to leave the place. But as for my experience there, it's worth it.
That's cool. When you mention AI, I think it means so many things. I got a job one day and they asked me about AI. My head was like, AI. No, no, not a job. I was doing a training. I was doing a training for a job. So they now said, okay, when you get to your primary assignment, request for your AI. What is okay? They now said, okay, it simply means what's it again? Yeah, okay,
We
area
have
instruction.
artificial, okay.
Yeah,
We
it
should,
mean
AI
area.
also mean artificial intelligence, also means artificial
Fantastic.
insemination, depending your
Yeah,
discipline.
it means a whole lot, but that it mean
Yes. But in my
area
own discipline,
instruction or assignment instruction. Yeah, that's it
yes.
mean assignment instruction. I was like, wow. Though the popular AI we know is artificial intelligence, now in
Yes.
agriculture, it also means artificial insemination, right?
Insemination, yes.
Insemination. Fantastic. Now, let's look at it so far. What is your career progression? Like, what are your perhaps how do you intend to progress in your career
Mm,
now? Yeah, MSc,
I
research
still
work,
want to,
or
yes, I still want to continue, if not because of financial challenges. She said that I should be rounding up MSc. Well, that time I started chasing it, pushing it because I wanted to do my MSc in UK. Some challenges came up that period, so I have to slack back because my mom is also doing her MSc. So we can't be putting two heads together. Once
wait,
she's
let me
done,
understand. Wait, your mom is doing her MSc.
yes,
Wow, that's fantastic. I really love that. I so love that. That's really okay. When your mom is done, you might also start applying for your MMSc as
yes,
well. That's really nice. You might start exploring. You could get some scholarship, perhaps. You might try research instead of taught MSc. You have like the taught MSc and you have the research MSc. Since you're so good with the practical and theory, you might just have to develop a project, and this is what you want to research on. You might be fortunate enough to have 50% scholarship, even 100% scholarship, since it's going to be a research project you are doing. Especially, you may have good advantage if you've already published some papers. That gives you a very fantastic edge. If you have one or two papers you've already published.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
my project work, as in, though my supervisor is using it now as her own, but she acknowledged me, she cited me. So
Yeah.
I would
So you
love
can always
to,
refer to that as your work or part of your work.
yes, it's
It
part of
doesn't
my
mean,
work.
yeah,
Because it
that's
was the project work was so, as in, it was so interesting. Even though my external supervisor then from UNL was like, I am interested in this work. I wish he can continue. I used this yellow cassava leaf, both vitamin A cassava, as my
yeah.
test ingredients. I formulated the feed. I didn't use commercial feed. So I will be adding it in different percentage just to check the effects on birds. And after everything, though the effect was that the birds wasn't fatty. Unlike our broiler birds, you see them very fat. So it reduced the fat content in the birds. The birds were lean, and it can is recommended for anybody, even obese patients, diabetes patients. And if you see the meat was looking this kind yellowish color. That's why, as in the oil for me, it was the test was just it was unique. It was not like your usual broiler. As in the though the best wasn't that we as students then we were after making the best to be robust so that we can sell off and get our money back.
Yeah.
But the main thing why we were using it, it was actualized and it was so good. I love it. So I would even like to, even if I'm going to do my MSc, I want to go into animal nutrition. Then if I want
That's nice.
to go into my PhD, I would love to do animal health.
That's really great. Your career path is very fantastic. You might actually start that as a basic that you want to advance your research work. You know what to do so time. And trust me, you might start sourcing out. Who knows? You might just be lucky enough to have 50% scholarship, even 100% scholarship. Once you have a scholarship for your MMSC, that's fantastic. It's not very easy when you are doing a self-sponsored program in UK. Trust me, it's not easy. Sponsored program in UK it's not easy. Meaning you have to pay your tuition fee yourself, matter for yourself, do everything yourself. It's a whole lot. And so you might just sort out if you can have 50% scholarship, that's already half of your tuition fee already, or even
Yes.
100% fantastic. Now let's look at since you now have okay, a lot of persons talk a whole lot about agriculture, being poultry or animal or livestock or however they are being said. What really is the profit side? When we talk about agriculture, a lot of persons, want to go into agriculture, hear a lot about agriculture, both the downside, the good side. What is the profit side like? Since you have the theoretical knowledge and the practical knowledge of agriculture.